My father first got involved in the arts when he was, I guess, 15 years old. Both my grandmother and my great aunt were working at Joslin Art Museum in Omaha, Nebraska. And my father started out getting ladders and helping with exhibits and being there for symphonies. He absorbed that. That's one of the reasons he really likes art now for everyone to see and have it open to the public.
Throughout history, artists have had patrons. The Medicis, Carnegie, Rockefellers, and John, in his own way, has been a patron of the arts.
His interests are much more than a passion for art. He's interested in how art, how beauty, how spaces, how color, how texture influence people, and how that influence on people helps build community.
The day that he called me and asked me to work with him on a project, I was really excited because I knew this would be a great opportunity to create something special and something that would be lasting.
John's a developer. He develops real estate. But I think he does a lot more than that. He wants to create spaces that inspire people, that transform people, and he knows that as you inspire and transform people, you're actually shaping communities. And that's what John does, he shapes communities.
John came in the mid-70s and built the Triad, which, when you see some of the pictures of that building, when it was originally constructed, it's on a field and there is nothing around it.
Every time we sit down with John to work on a building, he starts with a piece of art. He has this idea of some piece of art that has given him inspiration for the design, and he kind of imparts that information to us, and then we feed on that as we design the building.
The Madden collection was a $10 million gift that dramatically expanded the university art collection.
Interesting use of materials, a mirror, not a canvas.
It has some really extraordinary pieces. It ranges from American masters to Italian expressionists. Like any art, the best way to understand it is to experience it directly, and it is there in the Madden Museum.
The collection is really tied to John Madden's history and his life story. Every piece has its own story, not just of like the painting itself, but like of how he collected it and what he takes from it and how he feels about it as well.
Even starting before the donation of the art, he has funded scholarships. That has expanded with the donation so that students can learn how to become museum professionals, so that students can learn about art and art history.
So I'm the very first Madden Fellow. I received a fellowship scholarship to help with the maintenance and the research of the Madden collection.
Marjorie Madden was a painting herself, and Mr. Madden was very proud of her. One time, a museum director visited the collection and saw this painting and said, "Hey, I really like this. Who's it by?" And Mr. Madden's reply was, "My wife, Marjorie."
His wife, Marjorie, passed a couple years back. When you look at classic romances, like the Hollywood ones with Spencer Tracy and Katharine Hepburn, that's kind of the way I view those two. And there has been no man more devoted to his wife than John was.
John is the quintessential entrepreneur, a man who started by himself with very little. And it's important to him to offer our students the same opportunity. I believe John sees himself in a lot of our young people today. On an annual basis, almost 800 freshmen participate in the Madden Challenge, a Shark Tank-style competition in which 18 and 19-year-old students compete for prize money and seed money to take their apps to market. The Madden Challenge Compass Project is an extension of the traditional Madden Challenge project. High school students from public housing areas in Denver are able to come and actually pitch their ideas in the Madden Challenge to tech entrepreneurs, to investors. To win the Madden Challenge, our students have to believe in themselves, and they have to believe that they can change the world and make it into a better place. That was John's goal with his generosity and his support that he provided.
I walk through here, I think about what an amazing group effort it was to get this collection to this point where it's been assembled. And I also am very sentimental. His children, his grandchildren, his great-grandchildren, we all take part in some way, either actively with the arts or environment or health or architecture. That's ingrained in all of us, and that legacy will continue.